Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Backyard Road Trips. I'm Jim.
I'm Zach.
So, technical difficulties.
So we're our third beer, basically.
We're on many beers, but we're doing a beer taste test right now. And the goal here is to review the value beers, not bad beer.
Right. Lawnmower beer.
Lawnmower beer.
Lawnmower beer. I mean, we're getting ranging somewhere between a Keystone Light and craft beer. So that middle of the road, your Bud Light, your Miller, your Michelob Ultra. That'd have been an interesting one to try, because that one, to me, I feel like it tastes like water completely.
Yeah. There's nothing there. It's plus not a lot of alcohol.
No, there's not. At that point, why drink beer and drink water, I guess. But that's
so foolishly, because this is our third episode and we're recording on location at Zach's house in Plymouth, Massachusetts. I forgot to hit the start button. So we're
pressing the play button.
We're a few in, and we're just going to recap what we've got so far. We're reviewing Miller Lite, Foster's, Corona, Bud Light. We don't boycott at this house. PBR, Coors Light, and Miller High Life. We've got 3 in. The first one we both found pleasant. Is that true?
Yeah, I like the first one the best so far.
These are blind tests, similar to what we did in our very first pumpkin beer episode. I think that the first one for me was Corona, because it had a kind of a, well, it didn't taste like a cheap beer. It tasted good. Banana smell, light and refreshing. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was a Corona. What did you think it was, Zach?
The first one? I thought a Miller Lite. I thought it was tasty, and I thought it was not like intense. Sometimes I find like the rice beers, kind of like sweet and floral. This was just, I thought, good. My comment was actually good. The next one I was thinking, number 2, was originally a Bud Light.
Yep.
Now I'm thinking 3 is a Bud Light, but I don't know.
Oh boy, you're back
I'm
and forth.
I'm having trouble.
What'd you think about number 2? What were your notes for 2?
It was good. It was fine.
Fine. Yep.
Drinkable, but
drinkable.
I'm sticking to my Miller as the first one. I thought number 3 was PBR when we just had. But
you going to Bud Light?
I'm thinking more Bud Light now.
I think you're dead wrong there, because
what are you thinking?
When I smelled number 2, like I've had that a billion times at picnics. I feel like I thought that was a Bud Light. I agreed with you.
Yeah, the first one.
There was nothing special about it. Yeah. It wasn't bad. None of the beers, we just agreed before I realized that we weren't recording, none of the beers were bad.
So, all right. So if I stick to my original guns, which I will, then I'm going Miller Lite, Bud Light, PBR.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going Corona, Bud Light, and this most recent one, which we agree tastes like absolutely nothing, smells like nothing.
Yeah, it has like a little bit of a floral at the end, but that's about it.
Yeah. And you're going with what, PBR?
PBR.
That's probably likely. I'm saying Foster's, but if I had to guess, PBR beat.
Yeah. I want to say an Australian lager. It's going to be like a rich, full-bodied experience. But I haven't had one of these probably since 20 years.
You should have imbibed at the draft with Uncle Mark when he'd bring his.
He brought the Fosters.
He came with the Fosters before he got into the 50-pack of Busch Light.
They did have Busch Light there too, but I was like, that's one of the terrible ones. Like
Busch Light tastes to me like TV static.
I appreciate, because you wanted to go less light beer and more full-bodied. Which then I was like, but I was in the back room of the store, and I was like, I just started taking,
That's fine.
And
ultimately, the goal is what's going to get the job done without having to suffer through it.
And I think you're right about the backyard picnic. What's semi-enjoyable?
Yeah.
Because it'd be interesting to say, because I do think it depends on the day. But if you're at a backyard picnic, there are beers that you could get, like Brooklyn Summer. I remember liking those, or other things that are like serviceable in that kind of way. Probably a Sam Summer and that kind of, where it's like, can have those and enjoy it without being like, this is a great beer, but it's also not. You could have 10 of them and be fine.
And none of the ones that we've tried so far taste particularly full-bodied. They're not.
I wouldn't think so.
Not very flavorful. They're just.
So the Corona is a full. It's not a light.
Yeah.
Miller High Life is a full.
Yep, that's true.
And I forgot about the Coors Light too, because Coors Light's usually, I want to taste the water in the Coors Light, and Foster's is not light.
Right,
so you got
that's true.
3 that are 3 in versus 4. Well, PBR is full.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
true.
But PBR to me tastes not.
Yeah, thanks. Fill her up.
Yep. Jim's finally recording now.
Yeah.
I heard something about that.
What is this? How is this one going?
All right. Oh, this has got some flavor on it.
Not as cold.
I don't mind it. I don't hate it.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think it's a full-bodied. I don't think it's a light beer.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm going Foster's.
Yeah, you know what?
Foster's, Australian for beer. Right? Foster's, Australian for beer. You like that? Yeah, I think it is. Definitely thicker.
I'm
Less
gonna go
watering.
Corona, and that means I gotta change another one. Also Corona. Yeah, it's
I'm going big money on Corona, and I'm going big money on Coors Light, thinking I might like them.
that'd be wild, huh? If it
Yeah.
turned out Coors Light was
Well, because Corona is one that I remember. Maybe it was the Corona Light. I don't know, but I thought it was pretty good. Maybe it was Corona Light though. They had it last year at the beach. Yeah.
you can't get a little bit of like someone sticking a lime in there or something and it tastes familiar. I don't know. You're probably right. I'm
To me,
trusting
it's
your
thicker. It's thicker than Corona, but I
Right.
don't know.
All right, then that
Again,
means
who
like
knows?
I gotta
Who knows? Do your own choices. I don't-
yeah. All right.
Go your own way, as CB Nicks once said. Right? You like that? Yeah, that's good. Good cracker.
You know what? I'm gonna say that this was a 5 out of 5.
You like that one?
Yeah, it really was. There's nothing bad about it. It's kind of enjoyable. I think it's a full bodied. I don't think it's a light beer. And
See, I don't mind it at all.
no, I would drink this.
I think for what I'm looking for, I'm still going number one because I think maybe I'm looking more for a light, but something I can kind of consume on a hot summer day.
That's
Or this
true.
could
It was
be
very carbonated and refreshing.
Or this could be like really anything. Actually, ooh, what a strong smell. Ooh,
Your favorite?
Yeah,
No,
this is
I don't
smelly.
think so.
That's
Stinky.
smelly, stinky.
Yeah.
Not a lot of taste, but not my favorite. Now I think this is Bud Light. I think everything is Bud Light.
I don't no. I can't go with this being Bud Light.
And that smell is so much stronger than any other ones we've had. I wouldn't think this is Court. This doesn't smell light. Rona?
Might be Corona. Jeez. I can't guess.
I'm thinking, you know what I think it is? I think it's High Life.
Yeah.
Got a strong taste. Definitely rice. It's got that ricey floralness. I'm gonna go High Life, which I hate to say because this is probably the least favorite of the one I've had so far. And High Life is typically what I go for. Because what I would do is I've bought High Life for a bunch of those like 6-pack series. Because it goes well because champagne and beers, right? So like I did Kenny Rogers, one of his more, I don't know, romantic tracks. Maybe it was Lady with the champagne and beers. And then I also did it with the classic country and a half rack. You know what a half rack is?
Is that 18 pack?
12
12,
beers.
yeah.
I didn't know that, but I guess that's what the term is. So I did that because George Strait, that album had drinking champagne on it. So that's why I did champagne and beers.
Nice.
So I've had in the house the last couple of years some High Life. And
Is this a 2-year-old beer? Is that
no,
why
this
it's
is brand new.
Oh, okay.
And it's dented. So I'm guessing High Life.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it like you do.
I don't know if I hate it. I'm just saying it's a stronger taste.
Yes.
I'm going to like it.
I think it's a full beer.
I think it's a High Life.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna say it's a High Life.
Imagine
as well.
if one of us gets them all right.
I'm sure it would be you. It wouldn't be me. I'm gonna have to put this at a 4 out of 5. Maybe a 5 out of 5 for me. Your most hated might be. I want something that's got a little flavor.
It
to
does
it.
have flavor to
And-
it. With that corn syrupy flavor to it.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, you're probably right. It's either that or PBR, and I think it's High Life.
Your PBR just is watery to me.
Yeah.
So two more.
Yeah.
So in my expectation, these two more has to be pretty good. Just because one is supposed to be smooth and one should be smooth with a little bit more taste. But I don't know.
I think you nailed this with High Life.
This is a good taste test, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
fun one.
right?
Yeah. You came up with this years ago.
Wanted to
Before
do
I
it.
did it,
Glad
yeah.
we're doing it now.
I know.
Yep.
Good day for it too.
Yeah, right.
Warm.
Muggy, but not sweltering.
No,
Yeah,
the
it's
kids
great.
are all running around. Charlie's crying. Two more, Jackie.
Are you going to be able to do it?
This is pretty fun. I'm excited to hear what the real
Nuggy.
linguiça quiche for breakfast, lunch, dinner.
I don't like Alicia Keys. What'd you say?
Linguiça quiche.
Wow, way off. I have a
Does
hearing
sound like-
problem.
I guess it's grilled linguiça. Oh, that's good right there. You like linguiça?
I don't know what it is.
Sauce.
No.
You like sausage?
I mean, I guess.
I like that in a bun. Peppers and onions, baby.
It's a light beer.
has a floral smell. I think it's Bud Light.
Ugh. No, I don't like it. I don't like this. This is the first one I've had. I was like, I don't want it.
Yeah, it's gross. That's really gross.
That's a 0 out of 5.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
Ugh.
That's not
It's got to be PBR.
That's not Corona, and that's not Coors Light. Those are the ones I have left. This could be High Life, though.
Don't say that.
I know I don't want to
Don't-
say that. I like the idea of High
Jackie,
Life,
if this is High Life,
but
throw
this
me
is
out.
like
no.
I'm
this-
thinking this might be High Life.
Hey, you know what? I don't think you need to go very far. Let's chug this and get this over with because this is.
So you're just going right for it.
Oh man, no, this is
That's crappy.
Did a Bush Light mix in?
Much more flavor than Busch Light, but it's corn syrup.
Wow. It's funny.
Oh, I gotta reconsider. I think it's worse than Bud Light. I think it might be High Life. So then what was High Life then? Oh man.
I know, right?
All right, we're gonna say Corona for that, and we're gonna go PBR for the one before it.
I don't know. As my I think it's Miller Lite. I'm going with Miller Lite.
That was bad. That was crappy.
That was bad. Would you
That
give it a
was-
0 out of 5?
I would
Yeah.
give it a 0. Yeah, that's
All
a
right,
0.
what do you think it is?
I'm going High Life. I
You
switched them
son
up.
of a bitch.
I switched them up.
No.
I did.
Oh. All
I
right, you're
needed
dead
to. I
wrong.
ran out of places.
Yeah, it's the process of elimination. I'll go in with Miller Lite.
Miller Lite's my number one. I wouldn't become a Miller Lite drinker after this. This is what I'm
I
putting.
think we both agree that number one was decent,
good, yeah.
decently fine. Yeah, good. That's your preference. Probably my number 2, which is good because if we ever need to get together, we know we've got a beer we both
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
and we don't want to
We've
spend
never
more than
agreed on
$6.
anything. Yeah. Oh man, trying to rank some of these too. It's hard to rank. There's a lot of 3s I have.
So what am I doing?
I think it is Coors Light.
Okay, can you come in here and tell us on air what's you can go to the microphone?
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by a very special guest.
It's Jacqueline. All right, gentlemen, you ready?
We're ready.
Number
What'd you-
one,
Number one, what'd you think it was?
Miller Lite.
Am I really saying Foster's? I'm going Foster's.
All right, I'm sorry, but Zach, you were right. It is
Whoa.
Miller
Wow,
Lite.
good
What?
job, Zach.
All right, that's my favorite.
Was it? Wow.
And you were the one that used to drink it.
Yes, this is unfortunately true.
I gave that a high mark, 5.5.
It took me about 2 hours to drink it, but
Right,
I
it gets nice and warm by yeah.
It was. I never finished it. Okay. Number 2, gentlemen.
I said Bud Light.
Bud Light for me.
Coors Light.
Wow.
It was
Ooh.
light, but it wasn't Bud.
Jeez,
Wow.
They both were wrong. Wrong me. Yeah, you like that. Okay. Number 3.
I process elimination. I say Corona.
I said PBR.
Geez, you guys are not good at this. Bud Light.
That's what's I had my second choice.
Oh, okay. Well, Bud Light was number 3, people.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
Number 4.
Foster's. It's Australian for beer.
Corona.
It's Pabst.
Wow.
Pabst Blue
wow.
So Pabst is pretty good. I give it a pretty high
B
mark.
of the B of the R. Yeah, you gotta clap for
You
that.
like Pabst Blue
Yay,
Ribbon? Yeah,
Charlie's
you do,
clapping.
Charlie Wally.
Yeah.
Charlie Wally.
Number 5.
I said PBR.
I said High Life.
And it is the High Life.
Whoa.
Miller's High
That's
Life.
originally what I had, and then I switched it to the last one.
See, you should always
Number
go with your
6
first-
was the worst. Whatever this is was the cruddiest. I said High Life for this.
It wasn't that.
I said Miller Lite, so it wasn't that either.
This Foster's Australian.
Wow,
Yeah. The biggest can you got, too.
Wow, that that was the worst, Charlie. Wow.
All right. So
I'm in. I thought that'd be like a full bodied beer. So then the last one, number 7, I guessed Coors Light, and so did he.
Me too.
it's Corona.
Wow.
Corona.
This is Corona right here.
This is the Corona you're having right now.
I thought it was pretty good.
I got one right. How many did you get, Zach?
1. Oh, it's a tie.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna go for my champion is Miller Lite.
Wow. So I
My
started with
second-
the highest.
You
My
know what's funny?
Yeah,
Was that what you picked though?
I did pick it.
The one that I got right, I picked, which was High Life.
That's what you
Oh,
picked. Okay.
isn't that ironic?
And I had highlight, and then I switched it because I was like, oh, I think number 6 is even worse, so it must be highlight. So I think that the Corona's not bad. I would definitely have this.
It's nothing wrong. but
No. I'd do the Corona or the Miller Lite is the best.
Miller did a good
Right.
job, huh?
And the High Life did okay marks, right?
The High. What'd you say? You said the High Life. You hated that. That was your worst.
No, my worst was my Foster.
Oh, that's right. But you didn't like the High Life.
1.5. Yeah.
Okay. There you are, gentlemen.
Thank you, Jackie.
Nice job, everybody.
Well,
Now that we're tanked, this is the Backyard Road Trip Podcast.
we love you. Thank you for listening. And you can follow us on your favorite social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Truth Social.
So what do we say?
Yeah,
And then
Truth Social. That's the Trump one.
what? Oh, is there an actual social media platform
Called
that
Truth
Trump?
Social that Trump made. Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm disconnected from all this nonsense. You can find us on Tinder, Bumble, and
Grinder.
Grindr.
Yeah.
All right, do the sign off.
This is Backyard Road Trips Podcast. I'm Zach.
I'm Jim.
And thanks for listening as we dove into the world of mediocre beer.
Value beer. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Should we ask them to follow us somewhere?
Oh, follow me to the depths of hell on Facebook, Twitter, and Truth Social. No, Instagram.